sometimes you got to let the T-Rex burp come right out.
Oh.
It comes out from down in here. Like back when Hot News Natalie was on the show, I would just do that just to impress her. She was impressive.
It's very foamy.
When it comes from way down here. I think I have to go in for a procedure.
What?
Well, I got the hiatal hernia, so I need to have my esophagus stretched out.
You might need to.
I should have a long time ago. The heartburn went away because I cut out red wine, and then I don't drink red wine. I haven't for years because I'm apparently allergic to the skin of a red grape.
Oh.
I can't even eat red grapes.
That's unfortunate.
Makes me throw up. I can eat green grapes.
Really?
Still don't.
Who would?
But yeah, I'll throw it up. And so that got rid of reflux years ago because I was trying to figure out what was causing the gout in my ankles.
Weird.
So weird.
Are grapes acidic?
Don't know, probably. Yes,
I guess they are.
Sure, why not?
I guess
Could
they would be.
Acid. Red wine definitely is. If I drink a glass of red wine, within an hour I'm throwing that right back up. Wow, I know. But I got rid of any heartburn or reflux for the last few years. Then about 6 months ago, the reflux started coming back, and I think my hiatal hernia has gotten worse. So like I can lay on my back in the bed, and I'm not a back sleeper for those of you who are curious. I'm a side sleeper. And so I like to, roll over pole to hole and just snuggle, but with the dog. And that's, well, the Yale professor said that's okay.
That's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
It's all right now.
Zoophilia is the term. But don't let's get off track of this important subject. So if I lay over on my left side, all of a sudden the reflux starts.
Oh, that's got to be what it is.
Yeah. And so when I burp from deep in the diaphragm, which is a gift, it's an art that honestly you have to work on.
Okay.
You got to really open things up. It sounds like somebody lost down in a cave screaming for help. And so when I drink the pink monsters, it comes out. That's what you got to witness just 3 minutes ago. Oh, hey guys, welcome to the show. I'm glad y'all are here. Alex Jones. I don't want to talk about him yet.
Oh, okay.
I want to give a shout out to my man Vic Redding. Vic even wrote the note, Chad, C-H-A-D. He said, I love the rant about charcuterie, and I thought I might send you one that I make. And he did. He sent me a beautiful board. Wow. And it's Twisted Timber. Let me see. I think I found his website. I don't have the card. I apologize, Vic, if I messed this up, dude. But I did a little search, twistedtimbercrafts.com.
Okay.
Beautiful boards. And looking at the stuff, I think that's his stuff. He sent me a beautiful piece of wood, and then he sent me some charcuterie.
Wow, I'm jealous.
He knows my heart because he watches the show. Yeah. He listens to the show. So my charcuterie board included Vienna sausages, Velveeta, some Ritz crackers, and this is redneck.
Did he class you up?
And some little a little can of tuna. Yeah.
Oh no!
It's all sitting right out there. But a beautiful board.
Yours?
Yes.
Yours is sitting right out there?
My charcuterie.
It's not going to get eaten.
Oh, well, it's all still in the stuff. It's in the can. I'm just saying the package you sent me. I just opened it up in there.
Oh, okay.
I go into the kitchen in case it's a bomb when people send stuff. But anyway, and then he included a little apocalypse package with a box of 22 bullets and some Gentleman Jack in a little bottle and some Bullet rye whiskey in a little bottle. So thank you, Vic.
Wow.
That's sweet.
That's so nice.
That's sweet. It's more than most people do for me when I'm leaving here, when I'm getting out of here for the holidays.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Vic. Beautiful. And you know what? You have re-sparked my interest in charcuterie just because of that board.
Yeah, you needed to class his board up.
Yeah. But anyway, twistedtimbercrafts.com. I think that's right. I looked it up. I left the card out there. So I screwed it up. So this is our last week. This is our last full week of shows. Are you taping next week? Are you in the studio next week?
Absolutely not.
You're not. Okay, so because of some scheduling snafus with our advertisers, my final show of the year will be next Monday, the 18th. All right?
That'll be good.
Huge announcement to make on that. And some people have already put two and two together. Huge explanation to make. And
there's no other Blaze programming that's new that day, so
just me.
People should be anxious to watch it.
They're like, you will be thirsty for Blaze programming, and I'll be your guy. But I'll explain to you where the baby came from, whose baby it is, and how that happens when you have a vasectomy. So you don't want to miss Monday's deal. Alex Jones is back on Twitter, X, whatever. Did you listen to any of that 3-hour interview?
Sure didn't.
Well,
which one? The space?
Yeah.
No,
Twitter
I didn't.
Spaces.
I listened to a little bit of his Tucker Carlson.
That was good.
Interview. Yeah, it was good.
That was good.
The only part that I listened to on the space was when Vivek that was the one that Vivek was on and accidentally peed with his microphone still on.
Dude, it's like at the end whenever Elon says, okay, I got to get off now. I have to go. There are other obligations with the family. I must get, and he's gone. And then and so we're going to toss it over to Benny Johnson. Benny's going to kind of give us some closing thoughts on this. And Benny's like, so Elon, I got a question. So one of the things is like, they were like, are you talking to Elon? Yeah. He's not on here anymore.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, it means he wasn't paying attention. No. And then his baby's crying in the background. And
wow.
These Twitter spaces get wild,
They do.
But 3 hours of that, we were coming back from Little Rock, Arkansas. CJ goes, I want to listen to it. So we caught the last hour. She goes, I want to listen from the beginning. I said, no. Do that. I think you caught the gist of it.
Right.
Alex was telling him. His microphone was so loud. Like Elon was, being Elon. And all that.
Yeah.
And then you got Alex. Let me tell you why it's exciting to be back on X. This is not just huge for InfoWars. This is huge for humanity. Okay. Listen.
That is eerily good.
Did you engage in the vote?
Yes.
That Elon put out?
Yes, I did.
I did as well. Did you vote affirmatively?
Of course. The obvious answer is yes, you should allow Alex Jones back on.
And of course, there were some lefty wackos that were losing their freaking mind over, oh my God, this guy's a criminal. And okay. It's amazing to me how many online wannabes don't understand the words they use. Okay. Now, I understand that a court of law found Alex Jones guilty in regards to the shooting and the so-called conspiracy theories that he
civilly
guilty.
Because that's different.
You're right.
That's not a conviction.
Right.
That's just a civil case.
And I think if I understand it correctly, the what they found fault with was he made money with those stories, right? On InfoWars, Alex Jones made money off of those theories that he espoused.
Yes.
I
believe.
And
it was defamatory.
It was defamatory and all of those things. So it was again, but $1.5 billion, obviously that's they're trying to make an example out of him.
I mean, they know no person can. They know he can't pay that.
Right. And then we talked about last week, just for a brief second, how the Newtown families were now saying they'd take $85 million. Because they would love to get something.
Right.
And so who knows about all that? But the people were losing their minds over the fact that saying Alex espoused conspiracy theories that were untrue and crazy about the Newtown shooting. And that's not why he was banned from Twitter. He was banned from Twitter over other issues, not to do with that, right? And so it's like, you guys don't even know what you're talking about in saying it was because of that and he's never, whatever. That's not the reason why he was banned from Twitter. And you can do your own research. There were some other harassment issues that happened. Threats were made and things like that. That's why he got banned. And I think it was actually at a live event. It wasn't stuff that was said on Twitter. Somebody came back and said, oh, this is what happened at this live event.
Well, I mean, it was always very perplexing to me that Alex Jones was banned in the first place because Elon makes such a huge, deal about free speech and this needs to be a platform for everyone unless you're breaking the law and all of those very small caveats that he puts in there.
Right.
So it was always weird to me that he even said, oh, well, no, I mean, we can't allow, because for a while Trump wasn't allowed back either. Well, we can't, well, hold on, free speech, but we can't allow Donald Trump or Alex Jones. And it's like, well, wait a second. I mean, do you believe in what you're saying or do you not? Because they clearly haven't broken any laws. They're not, trying to, I mean, I guess the J6 committee would say otherwise, but like they're not threatening violence upon anyone. And so it was just always weird that he didn't just say, yeah, we should right all of these wrongs, not just some of them.
Yeah. There were people who were making posts saying, do not sneeze on my set. COVID. Or is it supposed to be cough? Is it cough or sneeze? I don't know. Anyway, mask up. But I should get banned for misinformation now telling you to mask up. But what's the dude's name? Adam that was here last week who posed with the podium in the White House or in the Capitol? The guy, the iconic picture, right?
Yes.
He was here. He was on Normal World.
Yeah, I was just DMing with him not that long ago.
And super nice dude, super cool dude.
I don't know what his name is because his name on Twitter is the lectern guy.
The lectern guy. But he had the podium, had the lectern.
What is it? Adam
Johnson. The simple name. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. But he was here, and I took a picture with him because, of course.
Yeah.
And I put it on my Facebook, and I put it side by side with him holding the lectern. And I was like, this hardened criminal.
Yeah.
And so there were people over the weekend who made the comment, this is bad taste. You're in bad form. You should not be posting a picture with this person. He's a traitor to the country. And I was like, okay, this is a perfect example of you guys don't know the words you're using. Mm-hmm. He went to prison for 70 days. And people were putting a thing in there that said, well, here's a federal code that says you can't destroy government property. Should tell Joe Biden that since he left billions of dollars of equipment in Afghanistan. But beside the fact, he didn't destroy anything. Mm-hmm. He picked that podium up, posed for a picture, walked 30, 40 feet and put it down. Mm-hmm. That's it. He didn't steal it. Mm-hmm. He didn't destroy it. He just walked with it, took a picture because it was funny to him.
It's still funny to me to this day.
Still funny to me.
I think it's funny.
Still funny to me. But the left has no sense of humor, first of all. So I took a picture of it, and there were people, and they were saying, he's a traitor. I'm like, so he served 70 days in federal prison. That doesn't sound like the punishment for a traitor.
No.
So obviously the Department of Justice finds very different meaning about that word than what you do. And so the fact that these lefty lunatics are wanting to silence anybody, this is bad form. I don't give a shit if you think it's bad form or not. I never woke up in the morning and said, I wonder what Joe Troll thinks about what I'm going to post on Facebook today.
They also don't actually believe that.
They don't believe it.
Because they did not share that same value and moral whenever Black Lives Matter was burning down cities.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I'm sorry, it's not the government's property. Now we don't care. Private property, totally fine. But you destroy, you pick up a lectern and move it 30 or 40 feet, go to prison for life.
Yeah, forget billions of dollars of damage to private properties.
Right.
I mean, tell me you cook for the government any more clear than what you're saying right now.
Right.
So, again, they redefine the words in order to justify their worldview and just to be a pain in the ass. Mm-hmm. It's a disingenuous, not even a serious conversation. And I think these meltdowns over Alex Jones coming back on Twitter, people were saying, there's going to be people who die because of this.
I saw that.
What are you on? What are you smoking?
That was a mainstream media member, too.
Yeah.
It was David Levitt. I believe he was with CBS here. He is award-winning multimedia journalist.
They must just be giving out awards.
Award-winning multimedia journalist, bylines, CBS, AXS, Yahoo, Examiner, etc. He literally
he must have been writing for etc. when he put this out.
I shit you not, this is his tweet. How many innocent people will be murdered because Elon Musk allowed Alex Jones back on Twitter? Connect those dots for a second.
And then his first tweet back was a retweet of what's his name, Tate?
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate. Said to show respect to Alex Jones for his triumphant return and to show respect to Elon being a hero, tell a globalist to get fucked today. I love that.
I do too.
And listen, I'm not an Andrew Tate fan. I can't really, I've never really listened to Andrew Tate. I know what he's about, but I can't really say, oh, he said this back then on a certain date. But everybody was saying the first thing Alex Jones did was retweet a rapist. Oh, wait. See, the guy was never convicted of being a rapist. In fact, anybody that said anything against him never decided to testify because it was all made up bullshit because you targeted the guy just like you do everybody else.
Yeah.
So he's not a rapist. You can't say he's a rapist. He was never tried for that. He was never convicted of that. But again, you guys heard something burped out by the mainstream media, and that's what you ran with because it fit with your little narrative. So the overall arching point that I'm trying to say is I can't think of anybody that I think should just out and out be banned. You know why? Because I have a mental acuity and maturity that I think I can deal with when somebody says something stupid. Like I'm not going to just go out there and shoot myself because somebody said a dumbass thing on Twitter.
Right.
Let everybody speak. I don't give a damn who you are. Let's just go ahead and expose all of the stupid and let's just pool all the ignorance together. Because let's face it, everybody on Twitter, everybody with these, I was looking at these Twitter spaces and all these so-called influencers on there. You know, there's 2 million people listening to the thing. There's my face and screen name right up there at the top under all these guys. And I'm like, Nah, I know these people personally. They ain't got their shit together either. None of them. And it just stop putting so-called celebrity on certain people and their voices and their platforms. And we're all pooling our ignorance at this stage of the game. And there's plenty of you out there that don't mind reminding me that I'm pooling my ignorance. So anyway, guys, listen, the holiday season is here. It is busy. I drove past the mall yesterday over there, University Park, and oh my God.
I was at the mall yesterday.
No.
I wanted to kill myself.
No. Well, if you want to save time on food, like really good, nutritious, flavorful meals, with all the stuff you got going on, Factor is what you need to be using. They are America's #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You're going to save time, stay on track with a healthy lifestyle, and it is really good food. So you don't have to worry about meal prepping, and you could skip the meal planning, grocery shopping, prepping, cleaning up. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals delivered straight to your door, ready in just 2 minutes. I know that sounds hokey and like it's not going to be good, but I promise you it's ridiculously good. Heat and enjoy. Treat yourself to high-quality, delicious meals. Try it. You got over 35 chef-crafted meals every week that support a healthy lifestyle. Meet your meal preferences, whether it's calorie smart, vegan, veggie, protein plus, a whole bunch more. So you can rest assured that you're making a sustainable choice, and everything they do is so good and so much quality. So get the Factor meals, enjoy eating without the hassle, and head over to factormeals.com/Chad50. And then if you use promo code Chad50, you'll get 50% off. So code Chad50 at factormeals.com/Chad50 to get 50% off. We'll be right back. Mark Jones is a good buddy. He is the director of hunter outreach for Gun Owners of America, and he's been with us before, and he's back again. Mark, how are you, brother?
Oh, I'm doing great. Good to be back on your show, Chad. Good to see you.
You too, buddy. How's life in Wyoming right now? Gosh, it's beautiful up there where you live.
Yeah, man, it's been great. We've had a good fall. We had a few snowstorms, but a lot of sunny, cold days. Try to get out and chase a few critters. And enjoy the last best place, you know.
I hear you. I'm gonna try to get over there. You invited me to come do some turkey hunting in April, and I'm trying to clear my calendar so I can get over there and do some with you. If
I hope you can make it.
I want to, man, and I was. That is, if the Biden administration doesn't stop all of us in the meantime. The last time you were on, we were talking about a couple of different initiatives they were taking. They were trying to getting rid of certain types of ammo, and just different things that affect hunters, not just gun owners and Second Amendment, people, but just hunters and folks that like to go out there and for some people that's a lifestyle. That's how they get their. I know people that's how they get their meat for year round is they hunt, and they're making that harder and harder. Is there an update on any of those proposed legislations on anything that the administration was trying to do at this point?
Yeah, there's a lot of happenings, Chad. I'll try to go through them here quickly.
Yeah, let us know.
You know, we talked about his effort to shut down hunter safety, archery, and shooting teams in America's schools. He tried to do that through an executive order. And that was a rare win for the good guys or the conservatives. There was so much backlash against that from America, from people, from groups like us, from regular people, that even Democrats in Congress voted to override that attempt. It took a few months, and some of the same people that helped create the problem or gave Biden the language in statute to use to create the problem, even they were hit with so much outrage that even they voted to override that one. So even some bad guys did the right thing, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we kind of got the school programs. They got saved after a few months of being defunded. But he's not stopped there. The lead ammunition ban, he's trying to carry that forward. And loss of access to public lands for hunting. And so I thought this would be a good time to talk to you about some of that stuff and what's going to happen in the next Congress.
Yeah, tell me what's going on with that, because that matters, man. It definitely does to me. So what's the latest on that?
Okay, so with the lead ammo ban, people should know this is the third time in the last 10 years that the Democrats have tried to ban it. First time a federal court struck it down. Second time Obama tried to do it right before he left office, and Trump's Interior Secretary struck it down. So now they've tried to go incremental. They're going to start with small areas of federal land in the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast, and they plan to carry that forward. And what will happen if they get that through, Chad? They will expand that gradually, incrementally, eventually probably to all federal lands in the United States. And we know their goal is to ban lead ammunition on all lands because they tried it when the federal court struck it down. So, and that should be a concern to everybody, because this has nothing to do with the waterfowl hunting. This is all lead ammunition on terrestrial, dry ground, even for target shooters. So imagine if you have to buy that expensive ammo to shoot your .22 rifle or your 9mm pistol. You won't be able to afford to do it.
Yeah, and everything's, I mean, it's already through the roof. I mean, this thing is tearing all of us up. And you know, they've tried, you know, I've had a number of theories over the years of how they would do what they can to try to hinder people who trust in the Second Amendment to protect their gun rights. And one of my biggest things has always come back to, they are going to make an attack on ammo. Either ammo that has a shelf life and it's not good after a period of time, or like you said, they're banning lead ammunition you can afford, or the taxes are going to be on it so high, it's going to be so federally regulated that people can't afford to do it. They certainly can't go out to the range and shoot and practice and train. We're getting to that point where they've made it very inaccessible for the average man and woman that just is a gun enthusiast that wants to go out and shoot, much less a hunter. You know, the hunting industry, the hobby of hunting, if you want to call it that, it's already expensive. I mean, between tax stamps and licensing and outfitting and guiding and trying to, you know, just the equipment and you know, just to go out there and do it, it's gotten expensive as it is. And so if you can't get your hands on the right stuff, what are the forward action steps? I mean, where do we go from here on all of this?
Yeah, that's a great question, and what I wanted to talk about today. So the House did defund his lead ammo ban a few weeks ago. However, it didn't pass the Senate, so it didn't really mean anything. And then when a lot of your listeners remember when Congress passed the continuing authorization for funding and kicked the budget fight down the road into next year, what they essentially did was kick this issue into early February. But we do have a chance through the budget process in early February of next year to defund his effort to ban lead ammunition. The House has already shown a willingness to do that. We got to put pressure on senators to follow along, and we're going to be wrapping that up, you know, through media and outreach, social media, alerts to our members, hopefully through the regular, you know, legacy media, letting people understand this, that we can defund this effort in that budget fight. And there's also an effort there to restrict access to federal lands for hunters, kind of a side thing that hasn't got a bunch of publicity. We're going to work to make sure he can't do that. And you can sometimes do these things through defunding them. So that's the battle in Congress next year.
It's going 2024 is going to be an interesting year for a lot of reasons, and there's certain legislation that's out there, like what you're talking about, that I think the average American doesn't even realize is happening.
They don't.
I encourage people. A lot of people have shied away, or NRA has gotten so politicized. I encourage people. I said, go to Gun Owners of America, because you guys are actively involved in this legislative process. You're in charge of hunter outreach there, which is very specific niche group, and you've got others out there, other categories that you guys are focused on when it comes to legislation and how people can be involved. What's the best way for people to be a part of Gun Owners of America?
Yeah, it's really easy. Go to our website at gunowners.org, and you can sign up to receive free email alerts about these issues. You can become a member if you want to, but you don't have to be a member to get those alerts.
Yeah.
And follow what we're doing. And if you sign up for our emails, we send action alerts.
You do. I get them. I know you do.
Thousands of people. Yeah. And those make a difference, because what we'll do in the coming weeks and months headed up to February, we'll target the whole Congress. And like I said, I think we're in pretty good shape in the House, but we'll have to get senators on board, particularly in red states. Like Montana, West Virginia, Maine, these red states that have Democrat senators. But every American, no matter where you live, you can contact your senator and your member of the House through our processes. We'll give you the way to do that. Contact them, tell them you want these issues addressed. And it makes a difference, Chad. That's how that effort by us and other groups is what got them to back off on banning the activities in schools.
Yeah.
And we got to have a bigger fight with lead ammunition and access to federal lands.
And it is
because it's not as warm and fuzzy. They really look bad with the whole school issue.
Yeah.
But they're going to double down on lead ammo and access to federal lands.
Well, Mark, you're my friend, and you're on the front lines in a lot of places, man, and I really appreciate your stance for that. And I want people to stand behind you and get with you and promote any way they can and do those action steps. And I tell you, buddy of mine, Blaine, he's a big duck hunter down here in Texas. He sent me a video. I'm gonna text you this video. He sent me a video the other day of these big swarms of ducks, right, off in the distance on the horizon. He's panning over, and then he gets to the edge of the field, and then he starts to pan back. And in the corner, if you're paying attention, there's this big imperial bull elk standing there. And then he pans right back to the ducks. I was like, whoa.
Back up.
Whoa. Brother, I'm not worried about the birds. Come back. Come back to that thing. And whereas I'm going to send you that video, because the ducks were out of reach, but that elk was right there. So
that elk was right there.
Oh, yeah, boy, I'm telling you.
Great time of year,
It is.
And Chad, our motto, if people want to check us out, like on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, Second Amendment Hunters.
Yeah.
You can just type that in. That's our program within GOA. We like to say the Second Amendment's not about hunting, but hunters should be about the Second Amendment.
Right.
If Americans hunters will band together, not to protect their rights and the Second Amendment, we'll make progress in the political fight.
I love it. Mark, stay on the fight, buddy. And I will talk to you soon, brother. Be careful up there. Don't freeze in Wyoming, okay?
Well, yeah, I'm going to try not to. And I look forward to seeing you in April up here to chase some Miriam's turkey, buddy.
I think we're going to do it. Thank you, brother. I will talk to you soon. Thanks, Mark.
All right, Chad. Thank you.
Guys, it's that time of year again. All the Thanksgiving decorations. Well, Thanksgiving's over with. They're put back in the closet. Christmas decorations, I hope, for you are up. And I want you to be able to enjoy just your environment, sitting around, feet up on the fireplace, and enjoying the Christmas lights and just the Christmas music. And I'll tell you one thing that'll help with that is if you'll have a glass of Fox and Odin whiskey poured and enjoying that. Listen, you worked hard, coming to the end of the year. You don't need to get caught up in the stresses of the holiday season. Fox and Odin whiskeys are there for you. They're created to honor the wild beauty around us, whether it's a snow-capped mountain or those fields of Wyoming like Mark and I were just talking about, roaring waterfall, or maybe it's just your own backyard, listening to kids scream as they fall off the trampoline. Listen, you need some Fox and Odin whiskey in your life. They're the perfectly blended spirits. They complement everything in your life. And it's a beautiful bottle. It's a beautiful flavor, and everything about it is going to help you enjoy the fullest of life that it has to offer with their double gold award-winning Fox and Odin Craft American whiskey. So taste the spirit of the holidays today. It is delicious. You can buy it online, ship it to your door at foxandodin.com. That's foxandodin.com. Use promo code CHAD. I spell it Chad. Get 30% off plus free shipping on all orders. Please drink responsibly. Be right back. I have a word for you, Sarah, but I'm not going to call you it.
Oh, okay.
You made me cry. I can't think about it right now. I might cry again.
Yeah,
I cried at the drop of a hat.
You said that when you turned 50 last year.
Yeah. I'm bad about it.
Crying.
I mean, like Cody Johnson, my buddy, my Kojo buddy, he's got a new song on his new album Leather out called Dirt Cheap. Ugly cry.
Really?
For me, yeah. Ugly cry.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, like that song came on, I'm like, just punch me in the balls. And anyway, you need to listen to it.
Okay.
It's a great album, the entire Leather album, just free promotion for Kojo because he needs my promotion at this point. They all need my help. That's what they're there because of me. Okay?
Yeah.
But I went off to Little Rock, Arkansas over the weekend. I turned 51 on stage because I was born at 11:30 p.m.
Yeah.
It's so I don't technically think it's your birthday until when you were born, right? So you're kind of going forward with the birthday. I was almost a December 10th baby, but anyway, we apparently set a record for this year on ticket sales at the Little Rock Looney Bin. They had not had a weekend that big all year long.
Wow.
So thank you to everybody that came out. I got a marriage proposal.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure she was serious.
I bet she was.
She sent me a thing on TikTok saying, you laughed when I asked you this. And I was like, yeah. Because it was very humorous in nature. She's like, I'm going to marry you one day.
Oh, wow. That's dedication. I have to respect that.
Yeah. She was a lot younger than me, so I have my doubts.
Okay.
Have my doubts.
You saw Paula Jones?
Paula Jones was there. Man, Paula Jones of Bill Clinton, Paula Jones fame, the Paula Jones. She came. She's so hyper. God bless her. I mean, she's just so nothing but energy. She had a group of 5 or 6 with her, all family, and they came. And I posted that picture on Facebook of her and me together. And man, people really were coming after her on the comments. I had to block some people.
What?
I had to really block some people.
Why?
Some people got really inappropriate, really rude. Like some people were just bound and determined to really shame her. And I'm like, I think that's water under the bridge at this point.
You would hope so.
You know, I think I've told this story about when Trump got elected. She wanted me to be her date to the inaugural ball. We were both invited, and I said, go with your husband. She said, he doesn't leave the house. I mean, the way she said, he don't leave the house. And I said, well, I'm not going with you. I said, I'm not going. I said, but I'm not going with you, Paula. She goes, why not? I said, I'm not going on a date with you, Paula, because I already know you sue. So anyway, we had a good time. And you wrote me a letter up in a card. You bitch. That was a hard
I thought that name was not going to be used for me.
I came in last week after taping, before I got on the road to leave Thursday to go to Arkansas. There was a card on my sofa in my dressing room that said, do not open until 12/9, which already was going to be torture for me. But for your sake, I did not do it.
I'm shocked that you didn't.
Now, on my birthday, I would never. You tell me to do something, I'd do it. On my birthday, I got up early. I went to Waffle House. And it was typical Little Rock Waffle House. I sat there by myself early morning with 2 little small black boys who were watching videos of video games.
I don't get that.
And they were wanting me to watch with them. So I had my grits, which is what I wanted, and my coffee, and then had a couple of eggs. But I sat there with those little boys, and they were little too. And they were just sitting there. We watched the things together. And he was giving me some kind of commentary on it. I didn't get it. Their dad was the cook. And so we just hung out, had a good time. And then I came out of the Waffle House, and there was a man taking a shit in the parking lot with his sweatpants around his knees, and they just used their hand. Like, that's fascinating to me. I mean, it's mental illness, obviously, and it is very sad. It's sad for numerous reasons. It's sad for the human being that is at whatever point of crack abuse in their life and homelessness and poverty that they've gotten to the point of mental illness like this. But then the fact that you have to see that, you know, and the grits were still freshly on my, stomach. And so that was a fun morning on my birthday. And then I sat there with the fresh aroma of that man shit in the parking lot, and I opened up your Christmas card, not Christmas card, birthday card. And you told me what you thought of me and how much I mean to you. And you basically celebrated me with pen to paper and told me how great I was and all of these things. And I shed tears. It was
sorry.
Tear-jerking.
Sorry.
I keep it now in the glove box of my truck. It will be forever cherished. When I get home, it will go in I got a little wooden box, a little chest with my little box of rewards. Things that, you know what I mean? People have done over the years that have
I just hated that you were, no offense to Little Rock, Arkansas, but it's not like you had, your family and friends all there to be with you on your birthday. So I just wanted you to be able to open up something.
And I'm not saying this to evoke sympathy or self-pity, but I live a pretty alone life.
Yeah, you do.
Like, people think that I'm just party all the time. I really am not.
No.
I don't. I once upon a time I was.
Yeah.
But I'm in hotels alone. I'd travel alone these days. And, even when I'm there with people, I'm in and out of the venue and on back to the hotel. I mean, 2 shows each night. I was still in bed by 10 after 12.
Yeah. And that's only because they were late shows.
They were late shows. And I'm not one to go out but I spend a lot of time alone. I'm actually okay with the alone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Loneliness and being alone are 2 different things. And I don't, every now and then you get a little lonely. I just talk to myself, read a book, take a nap.
Text me.
Text you. That's all hours of the day and night. Thank you for the card.
You're welcome.
I was hoping there was maybe a little cash in there, but apparently people aren't buying enough makeup. American Beauty by Sarah. This was all a commercial for American Beauty by Sarah.
That was the lead up.
If that man pooping the streets out there outside the Waffle House had a little American Beauty by Sarah, his life would be all different.
Yeah. Go buy my makeup so I can afford to give Chad Prather a birthday gift.
Yeah.
That's what that...
Of course, I would just put it into some more investments.
Honestly, well, I always think of like what to get you. And I'm like, the guy has everything. Like, you're the hardest to shop for. The guy has everything.
If I want something, I go get it.
Yeah. Well, and then you were going to be gone because I was like, okay, well, I could, the only thing that we thought of, we're like, we should just buy him ammo.
That's a good idea.
Because it's just your size.
Yeah. Vic sent me charcuterie.
Yeah. Well, I don't do charcuterie.
Beautiful board.
Yeah.
I love stuff like that, though, like just a beautiful board, like a piece of wood. Yeah. Like, I decorate with that stuff.
Well, I was telling you about my...
Leather and wood. I love leather and wood.
My detox foot bath. And I was like, I'm going to buy you one. And then I was like, Chad Prather is never going to take this out and use it. You will never use it.
You don't know me. One day I might want to feel a little pretty.
You will not use it. I was like, will he actually go through the trouble of setting? I mean, it's a setup. And I was like, I don't think he will.
Yeah. We'll see. Well, I was looking forward to that.
Now I'm going to have it mailed directly to your door,
Now
Chad.
I have disappointment.
Yeah, no. You're getting it now.
I sent a video. There's a reel on Instagram. I sent it to CJ of this wife saying to the guy, they were in the truck, and she was like, I can't buy anything for you for Christmas. Like, I don't, like, what's the point? There's nothing. Because if you want something, you just go buy it.
Exactly.
He goes, I've told you this for years from the very beginning. I want one thing. I want you wrapped in a bow and a ribbon, and that's it. That's it. Like, the jeans I'm wearing are 7 years old. I don't want anything but you wrapped in a. And so anyway, I sent that to CJ. Funny. She didn't bring any damn ribbon. She flew into Little Rock on Saturday, came to the shows that night, and
you were clear.
I'll leave that story right there.
Probably for the best.
Yeah. Hey, have you guys had the opportunity to check out the movie The Blind, the story of the Robertson family? Listen, if you are feeling low, feeling down, feeling unredeemable, feeling like your life's a mess, or maybe you know somebody in your family or a friend that's dealing with that, and you just think there's no hope, you need to check out this movie. Called The Blind. It's the true story of the Robertson family. You can purchase it now on BlazeTV. Now, we can't give it to you. We can't just make it part of your subscription because we didn't make it. And it doesn't belong to us. But we can save you from spending your money with Amazon or Apple or somebody like that. And you could check out the incredible journey of Phil Robertson, all of his downs, his brokenness, the things he did to totally destroy his life, but then the way he was redeemed, and just the triumphs and values that shaped him through the years. So I want you to check it out, The Blind, right here on Blaze TV. You can buy it. You can get it for, I think, $19.99, $19.95. It's under $20, whatever, but I want you to get it. So if you go to blazetv.com/theblind, you can get it for $19.99. That's blazetv.com/theblind. Hang tight. Be right back. Did you see where that president of, who was it, Pennsylvania, that had to resign?
Yes.
Because of her stupid statements about not really any ramifications or any consequences for people who start screaming, death to Israel.
Like, kill the Jews.
Kill the Jews, things like that. So that was Harvard and Penn, and there was, a lot going on there. How long is that clip number one? Y'all know right off the top of your head, the Bill Maher clip? Because he schooled them. Yep, go ahead, let's play. Play clip number one.
Calling for the genocide of Jews. One of them, I think it was the Penn person, said, I've not heard that. In other words, how explicit is it? Because when I break down the phrases that I hear, first there's the intifada. There are a lot of people who say you shouldn't say that. I disagree. Free speech, intifada. That's one of those vague terms like jihad. It probably means violence, but you know what? It's just uprising, whatever. Give you the better. Okay, then there's from the river to the sea. Okay, that's a little more genocide-y, but, let's give the benefit of the doubt. Could be, well, we just want the Jews to move, not die. And then there's a phrase, by any means necessary. Okay, now I'm kind of peeing my pants. Right? And I'm not even Jewish.
Yeah, it's amazing that people like Bill Maher have to school people on this kind of stuff. They don't even know what those things mean. Like, did you see the video of the guy who stops and the lady's saying from the mountain to the sea,
yes.
and she's
yes, and he's like, what does that mean?
She's like,
well,
not even getting the phrase right. First of all, waving the Palestinian flag, and he's like, you stupid effing idiot, and yeah, they're ignorant on stuff like that. Speaking of ignorant. And again, we talk about free speech. I mean, this kind of stuff. Bill Maher's championing free speech, but also saying, listen, we also hear what you're saying, because a critical mind can go through this free, quote unquote, free speech and see the stupidity that's in there. It's a shame that we live in a world that has to be policed because people are too dumb to recognize what's being called for. I want to go over to clip number 9. Speaking of free speech and stupid people, Joe Biden. This is what Alex Jones had to say about Joe Biden. Play this clip.
You see the system, the media going after Biden, and he deserves it, but they were covering it up until now. Now they're covering the laptop. Now they're covering attack on the dog. Now they're covering, all of his senility, all the corruption, the Chinese spies.
Attacking a dog. What a pig he is. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I was told that by Secret Service and by people that, let's just say, work with them. And I'm going to leave it at that. But I actually have a contact for you. I'd like to be able to hear it from them. But when this is over, I'll let you actually hear it from yourself. I think they'll tell you off record. I think they're willing to talk to you. But yeah, he is completely out of his mind. He wanders around for the entire 2.5 years. It's getting worse. Naked in the White House. In the middle of the night, doesn't know who he is. They have to give him a bunch of drugs, a bunch of amphetamines in the morning. Then they've got to drug him at night. Sometimes he's got to, though, he'll be out for the morning for a while and then comes back out at night for a ball. That's when there's a real problem.
He is on drugs. I have established that. And I know someone who witnessed it. I'm not guessing at this. I know someone personally who witnessed him taking amphetamines. And this was during the 2020 election.
So how's this going to, that's huge. I know you don't play games. You've been proven.
No, I don't play games with it.
Well, there you go. Joe's on drugs.
I want all of that to be true. Can you just I mean, I don't want to envision Joe Biden naked, but like just the idea.
Naked.
Okay, but Joe Biden
choice.
in his mental capacity wandering around the White House naked, not knowing what's going on, and they're drugging him up day and night. I mean, that has to be true.
One would think. There's no way the guy's getting up on a podium or on a stage behind a podium and giving a speech without something going through his veins.
No.
Because you see the other times where he's not there, he's got about a 20-minute rush that he can run through, and then it's like, pfft. I mean, the other day when he walks out of the White House and he's going over to Marine One, he's getting on the helicopter, and they're all saying, the reporters are screaming out to him about Hunter Biden's indictments, and he's walking like a stiff, which, by the way, people with dementia don't swing their arms. And so he's got the dementia walk. And then he's walking, and people were defending him going, that was a perfect transition from the asphalt to the grass. And I was like, really? That's what we're going with.
That's our bar.
He didn't even miss a step when he left the pavement and hit the lawn. He didn't even stumble at all over that. Well, we should have tossed some sandbags out there, see if we can, put him through a little obstacle course, see what he can navigate.
I just know he's walking around naked in the White House, and you might want to, I don't know, I could get you in touch with this guy.
I just love that Alex Jones has like people on the inside in a Joe Biden regime. Who does he know?
Of course. I know someone on the inside who said that when he fell at the academy, whenever he gave that speech and the sandbag got him, that he shit himself. Secret Service. I have that on good authority, and they started carrying more diapers.
No.
Yeah, because he shit himself. I didn't make that up. I'm telling you, I didn't make that up. But allegedly,
I believe it.
He shit himself, and I'm told that on good authority. Wow. Yeah. So nobody has a problem believing that, do they? They don't. That's what I was told. I'm just repeating from good authority. So anyway, Trump 2024. We'll be right back. All right, St. Cloud, Florida. I'm there Friday and Saturday night. They're already sold out, already done. So finishing the year. Normally I do New Year's, I do Christmas shows and stuff like that. Not this year. I needed a break. It's not going to be a break.
I don't like this for me. I always much enjoy your Christmas show.
You get on stage and do stuff and sing and things like that. But anyway.
You're kind of cramping my style.
I know. I will tell you, New Year's Day, I try to have an annual New Year's Day VIP party. It's VIP, but it's open for everybody. We got a special musical guest. I'm doing it down in Houston, New Year's Day. We usually get started about 7 o'clock, go until. Music starts about 8. Be some good food, be some good drinks, be some good people. I'm not announcing all the details on that just yet because we're still working out some, but we got some great musical guests coming. I mean, I've had some historic parties on New Year's Day with some really good artists and stuff. So we're doing that. I think we're going to do it at J Bar M, which is an incredible barbecue and live music venue down there in Houston. So my buddy Hoffy runs that thing. Sarah, I love you. We're going to be back on. Well, we're here all week, but then next Monday, big announcement. We'll see you tomorrow. Love you. God bless you.